Working on a Chrysler data system that has the Starlink or Star buses on it. This is actually a very easy system. You can see where we put our data bus negative here, and then we put our positive here, or either, or it doesn't matter when we use a scope. And what we'll see on this one, we'll see data looks like this. Now, this is not a good known data bus. What we're looking for is a data bus that looks like this one, to where they're separate and you can see each data. You cannot look too much into this. All you want to do is look for this kind of a data bus and not this kind of a data bus. So when I put my scope into this one, I put it on a 10 volt 10 millisecond, and then I ended up getting that pattern. You can also put it on here. You'll see 3 wires, one's ground, and then the other one's your data bus. And then it goes to your data bus connector up here. This is what the data bus connector looks like. This is the one that's underneath the glove box, and this is the one that's behind the trunk. And what you end up doing when you have that pattern, you start disconnecting one at a time until you get a data bus. We ended up disconnecting these, and we still had our bad known data. And then we started disconnecting these until we got our good known data. Once we got our good known data, then we kind of know what module to go to. And then you just look for the colors, and then you go onto your schematic and find out exactly what module that goes to. And then I disconnect that module, and then you go from there, replace it, or whatever you got to do. So on this video, this is actually a live video. I'll show you how we did it. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember that this is the simplest way to do a data network system. I do this on multiple cars. It doesn't matter if it's a GM, Ford, Chrysler. They all work the same way. Fiat's come out where they don't even have the Starlink anymore, the Star connector. So now they're even more difficult. And they also put the data bus going to modules, and then out of the module going to another module, like goes from the shifter to the cluster, then to the gateway, which is a ridiculous system. So hopefully they can get this thing straightened out. But enjoy this video, and I hope it helps you guys understand how to do network system. And then I will be talking to you guys later.
They got the big engines, and they come with the big engine, the one with the S in.
It's not a big engine frame either, is it?
Yeah, but you know, you can get, they know the big ass Hemis in here.
Any of them talking?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay, the low side is. All right, that helps me out. Welcome to my world. Data bus. Dodge.
I hate data bus.
I love it.
I ain't gonna say I hate it, but you know, once I guess, see, when I was working on trucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
All I had to go is 60 ohms. If it got 60 ohms of resistance in the line, and once I get to the part that they don't have 60 ohms in it,
no, see, I never use ohms for data bus.
Yeah, but that's all. That's how you check it on a truck.
Well, I mean, this is the Star bus behind the glove box. As you can see, I have it on the green and yellow. Yours may be a little different colors, but it's still a network system. The third one is just ground. Now, this one also goes to the Star bus that's in the trunk, and then also goes to the OBD connector. So we are in the OBD underneath the glove box, and we are going to go to lab scope, and then you're going to do just a regular volt scale.
All right, bring up the scope. Okay, I got the yellow and the black.
All right, so pin, what's your first connector? Now, I either usually put it at the OBD connector, or I find the data bus. But when we connected it to the under glove box Starlink data bus, this is what we ended up getting. As you can see, I'm on a 10 volt scale, and I'm also at a 20 milliseconds, and I'm going to put it to 5 milliseconds. This way we can actually see if we get a square wave. But see how they're all spiking up? When you have a data bus, you don't want to see spikes. You want to see more of square waves, very fast square waves at that. And then this is what is a good data bus. So this one here is terribly bad. Now you start disconnecting at the glove box data Starlink connector. You start disconnecting one line at a time. So every connector you disconnect one, then you disconnect the other. You might as well leave them disconnected. It doesn't really matter. Then you may have them all disconnected, but as you can see, we still have our bad data bus. So now we still have our scope hooked up to the front two wires that are going to underneath the glove box data bus. So just keep those the same. So now that we have all the connectors disconnected in the front and we still had a bad data bus, now we're going into the truck to find the star data bus connector, and we start unplugging those one at a time, and then we keep an eye on our scope to see what the data bus is doing.
One.
Okay, on next. There. Okay, what was that one? That's it. Color.
It's white, yellow with green. I'm gonna plug that one back up there.
Good.
What happened?
Everything's good.
Yellow with green.
Yellow with green. You just look to where the C connector, CAN connector, and then you follow the yellow with dark green. And as you can see, it goes to your TPMS monitor. So change that TPMS monitor, and then we check it from there. Yellow and green.
It's a yellow with a dark green.
Yep, I got it right here. Tire pressure.
Let's go back.
Tire pressure monitor. Leave that. Plug all the other ones back in.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the front.
Yep.
And see what we got.
Yep. You can actually just leave that motor. You can actually
yeah.
Leave that thing unplugged.
Yeah, actually, tire monitor.
Next. Look at it come alive. Come to me, baby.
That's everybody on the front side.
All right, I'm going to file this and save it.
Okay, now I'm going to go back to the back and plug it. Now, this is everything on the front side.
Hang on, let me save this real quick. Oh, you only have the one unplugged in the back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. So once you see that you finally have your good data bus and you disconnected the ones and you saw how you can put them all together and they just kind of jump right into the end line. You can see one starting to gather, the other one's starting to gather. And then that's how we know that that module is bad. So you just follow it on your schematic, whatever the wire colors they are. Find out what module's bad and then just change that module out and you should be good. Now we're going to do a code scan to make sure that everything works, and we will be done with this. So now we are in the scanner part, and before where it wasn't communicating, you can always see that more of the modules are starting to communicate, your engine control. Even though the car would run sometimes, it's only a network system. So you can see that everything's working properly here. And it looks like we got this one fixed. It took us literally 45 minutes to figure it out. And hopefully this, guys, will help you figure out your network system and help you down the road. Thanks for watching this video. I want to thank you for watching this YouTube. Please hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell for notification. Thanks.